What is up, YouTube? Welcome back. Thank you very much for giving me a lot of support on video number 1. Now we're obviously on to video number 2. In this video, in this episode, whatever you want to call it, we are going to be going behind the scenes of Courtney's photo shoot, and I'm going to be trying to get as much footage as possible to show you kind of what happens behind the scenes and what is involved in the whole process and involved within the whole day. So been checking in with him every single day now for like the last 9 to 10 days just to make sure that everything is on point where we want it to be. Obviously he's digging really deep, and when you get to a photo shoot you need to be able to dig deep. Like, this isn't just a normal transformation. If you're wanting to get the best pictures, the highest quality possible, then you really need to dig deep, and that takes your mindset to a different place, but it takes your body to a different place as well. And then also kind of, people like to call it peak week and all of that sort of stuff, but I don't like to put any pressure on it, and also it's very individualized per person. So what might work for me won't work for you, and what might work for you won't work for the next person, etc. So that's a big thing. So I'm going to take you through everything. So today he's getting his spray tan done, which is pretty cool. When I do photo shoots, the spray tan is actually one of my favorite bits, because life tanned is just so much better. So he's going to get that done. What the spray tan does is just draw out any imperfections, but it also allows, when he does the photo shoot tomorrow, the lighting of all the professional equipment to hit his body better, so we actually get that really good look and we get the most out of his physique. If you go into a photo shoot and you're quite pale, it won't really show that much definition. So if you've ever wondered why a tan happens before a stage or before a shoot, it's so that you can actually show off and highlight the details of your physique, which is a big thing. When you've worked incredibly hard for a photo shoot, for a prep, for a stage, anything like that, it's crucial that you show yourself off in the best sort of light, which is the biggest thing. So that's what we're going to run through, and I'm going to take you along the journey. We're going to meet up with him tomorrow morning, which will be pretty sick, and show you a lot about behind the scenes, because if you want to do a photo shoot but you don't actually know what it takes or what the actual day looks like, and you're a little bit nervous and apprehensive, hopefully this video will show you and help you to understand, right, what the actual day looks like, what being in a professional shoot looks like, what you need to do beforehand, etc., and all of that good stuff. So I'll run you through it and come along for the ride. So also living up to that true online coach stereotypical lifestyle, we have got Monster in hand and we are doing some check-ins on the laptop. Obviously because I'm at the shoot tomorrow morning, boxing off a couple of check-ins now. So I kind of structure my weeks the same every single week, so clients know and have a specific check-in day which they check in on, and one of those days that I do replies is Friday. So what I'm doing today is boxing them off early, so they, one, get their feedback on time, they get detailed feedback, and it means tomorrow I can have full attention and care on the photo shoot, making sure Courtney's settled, comfortable, etc. But yeah, in proper online coaching fashion, white Monster, which I've gone back to lately, as in the summer it's just really refreshing, and then obviously the Pro combination. So I know this is what a lot of people look like on Instagram, but honestly this is how I get everything done. So plan of action for this afternoon: get check-ins done. I'm going to call Courtney later on after he's had his tan to make sure that's all gone okay, which is very exciting. I love shoot day, honestly love shoot day. So tomorrow we're going to be travelling to All Link in Chesington and shooting with Simon. I've shot with Simon once or twice now, and literally unbelievable. He knows how to get the best out of you from a physique perspective, but also makes you feel very comfortable and at ease in front of the camera, which I know for a lot of people isn't a natural place to be. So he's very good, and just love it. And then we might have got him some post-shoot treats, which I'll show you next. So especially when going through a big diet, it's only right that you celebrate it with a treat at the end, right? You've been dieting for a long time. So what I have got him is some Krispy Kremes. So gives him something to look forward to post-shoot. And for classic British weather, it's gone from really sunny outside to now absolutely tipping it down, hence why the lights are on. So that is what we're gonna do. In terms of kind of peaking him, there's nothing too drastic that I've instructed for him to do, to be fair. I get to a point where it's like, don't mess around with too many things because then it can actually just mess up. Like, I see a lot of people make mad changes and do a lot of things that they read on social media of like, you've got to have loads of white wine or vodka, or you've got to have loads of rice cakes and jam, or you've got to have honey and loads of Haribo sweets. But it's like, if you haven't been eating that stuff throughout your diet, why change it now? Because if the worst thing happens and let's say you have Haribo and all of a sudden you bloat off of it, then that leaves your midsection distended and we won't be able to get the core tightness and all the definition that we need to see. So what I do with all of my clients when they go through a shoot prep is when it comes to the actual day or the days leading up to it and we're kind of going through somewhat of a carving up process, keep everything, keep all the food options the same that you've been having throughout. Because if we know that food digests properly in the diet, we're not going to get any shocks or surprises when we use the same foods for carving up, which is a big thing. And then tomorrow what I'll do is I'll show you kind of my secret recipe of how we actually approach the pump, but very, very quickly in a short period of time. It's using a very, very special magic ingredient, which isn't actually that special. Like, if you're somewhat focusing a lot on performance and the way that you look, you should be using it every single day, but the classic pink Himalayan salt. So we'll be taking this along with us. It massively helps with nutrient transportation. So especially when having a lot of carbohydrates or going through a carb up, what we want to do is kind of use those nutrients and get them to the right places as quickly as possible. Pink Himalayan salt helps us with nutrient transportation, so that is going to be an essential. So I'll show you how I combine that with the drink tomorrow to be able to get the best pump and the best look out of him possible. Because when going into a shoot, you've kind of got to make sure that you're pumped in the right areas. So for Courtney, we'll want to focus a lot on arms, shoulders and chest, and then try and keep his midsection, his core as tight as possible. His abs are looking phenomenal, so we want to keep that as tight as possible to get the best pictures. So we'll take it from there. So it is shoot day. So we are now Friday the 14th of July and it is shoot day. So we're going to get on the road, head to the gym. We're going to Chessington World of Adventures. Well, we're not, but it's opposite, so we're kind of going there. So it's about an hour from where I am, so we're gonna hop in the car, get there, and see you at the gym. Just before we go though, look at this, very monochrome. Jeez, jeez. Classics, mate. So here, post-show treats, pink Himalayan salt, nutrient transportation, and then this full fat, full sugar Coke for during the shoot. So what we don't want is him fading. So this is going to keep very constant sugar going into him all the way throughout the shoot, which is going to help with the pump. But because it's also liquid, it means it's not going to sit heavy on the stomach at all, and also means it's not going to bloat him out because I have made it flat. So I got it yesterday, I shook it up and it is completely flat now. So no bubbles at all. How can I forget to leave the house without grabbing a monster? See ya. Woo! Let's go. Right, we're in the car ready to get to going. So we are going to hit the road, Jack, and never come back. No more, no more, no more, no more. So we are tackling the M25, which is the UK's worst road, so that requires a monster. So, let's get there. Saying it's gonna take just over an hour. So let's get going. We're gonna put some country music on and enjoy it. Next stop, I shall see you at the gym. How you feeling, mate?
Fine.
Feeling good? Feeling pumped?
Yeah.
Ready to do it? Sure, look at the timer. Jeez. Shoot, ready, mate. Feeling good? Confident?
Yeah.
It's been a lot of hard work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good one. How's it going, mate?
Fine.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Looking sick, mate. Feels like a workout, right?
Yeah.
Right, the big moment's come. A little bit squished.
Oh, thank you.
Donut moment. Smashed it, man. How's it feel to have donuts in your hand?
Yeah, great. I'm not going to stand my hand for long.
Can't even get in there.
Yeah. How are we feeling?
Tired.
Tired, ready for a nap?
Ready for a nap, ready for a shower, ready to eat the donuts.
Pleased with the whole process?
Very, very pleased.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Absolutely sick, man.
Wicked.
So, back home now from the shoot, and he absolutely smashed it, which is definitely what we want. So, just goes to show that when you put in the time, when you put in the effort, when you put in the hard work, when you put in the consistency, and you have a huge goal of a photo shoot, that it can be done. Yes, it's gonna take hard work, it's gonna take lower food, it's gonna take hard grueling sessions, cardio sessions, times that you wake up in the morning and you think, oh, I'm not feeling this today. That's when you develop on characteristics, that's when you develop on certain things about yourself that you didn't perhaps once know, which is a big, big thing. Mental resilience, consistency, resilience, all of this sort of stuff. Big, big things. Big, big things. And it's about that mindset, that adapting, that overcoming challenges to then break through to get your body in a physical position that's better, but also your mindset in a place that you're creating healthy habits, you're feeling confident, but you're seeing all of the results of your hard work, and that's a big thing. And that's what shoot day is about. Shoot day is showing the result of X amount of weeks of putting in consistent work, consistent hard work. Photo shoots are hard work, but on that shoot day, when you're standing in front of camera and you're looking the best you've ever looked, that is when confidence can skyrocket. Something that you may thought you could never possibly do now becomes a reality, and having that level of confidence is absolutely life-changing, because if you know that you can push your body and your mindset to that level, you can then translate it into other areas of life, and that is where you truly feel unstoppable, which is a huge thing, and that is something that I talk about a lot. So had Simon as our photographer, so SNH Photo. Simon is just super, super cool to shoot with. Obviously I shot with him back in December. He just makes you feel super confident, but also super comfortable. He knows how to get the best out of you, And I think that's really important when you do a photo shoot. You don't want to be feeling like an imposter. You want to be feeling like, yeah, I can show off what I've worked hard for, and he knows the angles and the poses that will work best for you and your body, which is a huge thing. And there's many good photographers out there, but Simon's just absolutely class with it. He's been doing it for years. He's done every magazine cover type thing. So yeah, literally smashes it. And Courtney just goes to show that when you put the hard work in, it really pays off. You can see how good he was looking, but that involved cardio sessions. It involved doing steps when he didn't feel like it. It involved early mornings going to the gym, stressful days at work, adapting, putting the work in when he didn't want to, waking up in the morning and thinking, all right, do I have to really do this? That builds that mindset. So we're not just building the physical, we're building the mental as well. Having that resilience to keep going, because the bigger goal is to get to a day like today, where you can really show it off and you can prove to yourself that you can do it. So with that being said, I treated him to 3 donuts, as you can see, which he devoured one very quickly, but all worth it. And he said to me that he's going out for a meal tonight and all of that sort of stuff, and it is well earned. Because when you do go through a photo shoot, there will be times where you have to sacrifice things. Where you have to sacrifice meals out. Where you have to sacrifice maybe some social times. If you want to get the best result out of yourself, that is sometimes ultimately what it comes down to. So I said to him, go and enjoy the food, go and enjoy the rest of the day. Obviously we won't continue that for weeks, but enjoy it today. Chill a little bit over the weekend. You've put a lot of time and work into it. Come Monday, we'll set new plans. We've spoken about the new goals. They're in place. We action them, and then we keep moving forward. If you get to a point where you've built really good habits over the last 16, 20, 24 weeks, however long it may be, and then as soon as the big goal is achieved, it all goes, that's not a sustained lifestyle change. What we now look for going into a growing phase is to apply that same mindset of how far can I push myself, physically, mentally, how much can I increase my confidence. It's all about taking one step closer every single day. It's not about big jumps, it's about little steps every single day. And I heard something the other day which was mad, and it was like, well, why do ladders have runners? Because you have to take one step at a time. You can't just jump from the bottom of the building to the top of the building. You have to take steps to get to the top. And that's the same with anything. So photo shoot prep, you've got to take it day by day, to then compound the weeks, to then compound the months, to then get to that result. So in a roundabout way, just focus on the day to day. Do what you need to on that day. If you can get to the end of that and make sure that you've ticked everything off that you needed to tick, then you're in a very good position. But I'll wrap up the video there. Thank you very much if you've made it this far in the video. Thank you very much for supporting video number 1. If you have any questions or want to do a photo shoot, or any questions on what it takes to get to photo shoot shape, drop me a message on Instagram, so @TylerGoldsmithPT. Drop me a message on there and I will be more than willing to talk and have a conversation with you, or even if it's just about goal setting, or you're going through a photo shoot at the moment yourself, literally just send me a message on there. But thank you very much for watching the video. We'll be coming with episode 3 soon. So like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you later.